Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we'll be going through an unboxing of my new replacement PC case on the Budget ATX side of things. We will be looking at the Ionz Dual Dynamic series today. It's a dual chamber standard ATX case. Unfortunately, my current case that I'm using has experienced some damage on one of the clips when I was trying to remove the glass front panel. So I just wanted to record the process for those of you that might be interested in this case, in seeing how the process goes, changing parts into the case, cable management, and just seeing what my thoughts are in general. So the case that I will be changing from is the Colink Observatory Light case. As I said previously, I was struggling with a little bit of airflow on this case, just due to the fact that it's got a glass front panel, which is very difficult to remove. When I did so, I was using a heat gun and trying to loosen up the glue to get the glass out, and unfortunately I ended up damaging some of the plastic on the case, so the front panel is no longer able to clip back in properly. I will be attempting to fix this again at some point to see if I can reuse the case, as besides that there's not really much wrong with it, but I have got some components in here which require a bit more airflow, and I felt a dual chamber case might be a little bit of a better option. Right, so what I'll do next is I'll just unpack the new case. It does look very aesthetically pleasing. I have taken it out the box already, but for the purposes of this video, I will just take it out to show you again. Delivered today from Amazon, and I currently picked this up for £79. I will put a link to the case below for those of you that would like to potentially get the same. When the case arrived, it was packaged quite well with a secondary cardboard box on the outside, which I have already disposed of. Inside the case, you can see the box. You can see that you get two polystyrene protection pieces on, which is very nice, as well as a nice cover that seems to do a good job in protecting the case. There's not much movement inside the box, so shipping hopefully should be good, and we shouldn't have any damage when it arrives with you. For those of you that are interested, just going over some of the specs as printed on the side of the box. So firstly, I'll just remove these two side polystyrene cases. So firstly, we'll just get the two polystyrene covers taken off the side. Ideally, if you can get somebody to help you when unboxing it, I would recommend that, as the case is quite heavy and you don't want to risk dropping it. And then in terms of the big reveal, I'm just going to turn this over to the side, and then I'll show you the case once I've got the cover off. So here we go in all its glory. As you can see, you've got really good views into the case. It is a fairly long case, so it should be able to support most graphics cards that are out on the market at the moment. Always recommend just to double check your specific graphics card to make sure that what you have will work in here. And the case also seems quite wide, so if you're looking at putting a fan cooler in your case, I don't think you should have a problem with that at all. And then just in terms of the ventilation, although you do have glass on the front and side panels, there's a lot of ventilation at the bottom. You do also get a dust protector, which just slides out the bottom. Another dust protector, magnetic, at the top of the case. And then at the rear of the case, you also get a few ventilation holes for your fans and the power supply unit as well. Coming around to the back of the case, you've got a few slots available there for your graphics card. I don't believe that this case is compatible with vertically mounted GPUs, but yeah, I'll start showing the process of stripping everything out and moving over my components in, and hopefully you'll find that useful. The case does have a removable side panel, so you do get these two thumb screws here, which once turned out will allow the side panel to be taken off for your ease of access for cable management. Just make sure not to lose them. There we go. Inside the case you will get a package. And in here you do get a few cable ties. You'll get a couple extra standoffs for your motherboard in case you need to fit extra. You'll get some cable management strips as well, which is quite nice. And then obviously your instruction manual, which we probably won't be looking at today until I need help. And then you've got all your connectors leading up from your power switch, USB ports, and fans do appear to be pre-installed. I have got some cable extensions that I'll be running from the back today just to try and neaten up the wiring and try to keep it as neat as possible. Overall build quality does look quite good. The only thing I would say is that although the edges here are rounded, it would have been nice to see some rubber protection in there for your cables, but not much more that you can expect from a case at this price point. You do have a good amount of spaces open to feed cables through to your motherboard and the components. So in terms of your fans, the only thing I would say is that the way that the packaging comes, it is quite a mess. So it takes a bit of time obviously to get everything unwound and figure out the correct routing. But yeah, let's start seeing how it goes. So just in terms of my current setup, I had a GPU running is the Gigabyte 7800 XT. I have paired it with a micro ATX motherboard. It's an ASRock B650M Pro RS with a Wi-Fi option. We'll see how it looks inside the new case. Maybe at some point I might upgrade that to a standard ATX case. But I'm then running with a fan cooler. I'm using the AK400 digital. Running some Crucial DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM, and I'm using a Ryzen 5 7600X CPU. The storage capacity, I've got a 2 terabyte Lexar SSD Gen 4, and what else am I typing? Yeah, I think that's about it. So here we go, guys. After one whole night and I say about 2 hours the next day of stripping the old PC and putting the new pieces together, and in the process losing my voice, we came to almost the end result. Only thing left to do is to try and put it on and see whether we're going to get power. The case was quite easy to build in. Cable management, I did the best I could. The extenders I had made it a bit of a challenge to try and get that neat at the back. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I will send you a video, or show you a video shortly of the final result. And here we have the finished product. The bottom 3 fans are controlled by a hub, and then the motherboard is controlling the fans that come with the case. It's quite nice though. I can actually just set that to standard white light if I want to add a bit of extra lighting in the case, or I can turn that off completely as well. So yeah guys, let me know what you think, and if you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some more in the future.